The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Charles Lejano. The Manila LGU just had its first night vaccination for booster shots, exclusively for Divisoria workers and delivery riders. Camille Samonte has the report.
Some vendors in Divisoria took advantage of the night vaccination held by the Manila LGU for booster shots. The initiative is dedicated for truck drivers, porters, shippers, vegetable and meat vendors, and other workers in Divisoria. For vendors like Perlita and Christian, it's crucial to get their booster shots, especially after the holidays, when a huge volume of shoppers flock to Divisoria for Christmas shopping.
Hindi na kami nangangamba magkaroon ng COVID. Iba-ibang nasa salimuha. Iba-iba kung saan nanggagaling.
Ako, yung mga dikit-dikit ng mga tao, pag didikit-dikit sa amin, mas maganda kasi kung may bakuna tayo, kahit maawahan tayo, hindi tayo tatablan ng kahit papano.
Night vaccinations are held at 1 Laguna Street in Divisoria starting January 5. It's open from 7 in the evening until 4 in the morning. All vaccine brands are available at the vaccination site. Eligible individuals can just walk in and present their vaccination cards as proof that it has been at least 3 months since they received their second dose.
Mas okay po, mas maaga. Kasi kung magpapahuli ka, baka sunod na araw kasi maghahabol ka, magpupuyat ka, ganun. Kaya nga maaga mas maganda. Kasi yung nakaraan kasi, noong August, puyatan Napuyat kami sa Lucky Chinatown. May ako nakabiyahe ng tricycle.
Manila Mayor Isko Moreno meanwhile assured his constituents that the LGU has enough supply of vaccines. The city of Manila is also eyeing to accept non-Manila residents who are working in the city for vaccination.
Almost 5,000 individuals dito sa recto alone, no? And pwedeng matapos ngayon yon o pwedeng ulitin na bukas. At sa isang araw hanggat merong gustong magpa-booster, no, para hindi sila makakalat ng impeksyon. Huwag sana ma-impeksyon. Kung na-impeksyon, maproteksyonan, may dagdag na proteksyon para sa kanila.
For News 5, Camille Samonte, we are One News.
Over-the-counter flu medication is in short supply as more people are panic buying due to concerns over rising COVID-19 cases. Marlene Alcaide with a report.
With COVID cases on the rise and more people experiencing flu-like symptoms, many are panic buying and hoarding over-the-counter medicines. Several drugstores are now limiting the number of medicines they sell, especially branded ones. The Pharmaceutical Association of the Philippines urges the public to refrain from hoarding medicines.
Discuss with your pharmacist kung wala yung gusto mong brand. I'm sure maraming generic na available dyan. Don't buy more than what you need.
PHAP President Dr. Beaver Tamesis notes that it is still important to consult doctors.
So there's no point na i-combine mo pa yung Biogesic at yung Neozep na isasabay mo sila. Kasi baka umabot pa tayo sa dosage, sa total amount ng milligram ng paracetamol na unsafe na.
It is also important to avoid taking medicines with antihistamine when doing activities that require focus, as this can make you feel drowsy.
Really shouldn't be operating heavy machinery. Dapat hindi nagmamaneho.
Tamesis also urges the public to inspect the packaging of medicines bought to ensure that it is not fake. This comes after some netizens complained that they were given fake medicines in some stores.
Tayo lang ang nagre-require na may generic labeling inside the box on top of the brand name. So dun pa lang kung wala yan, may problema na yung binibili nyo yan. Pangalawa, all of us, all of our companies are required to really put down or print the expiration date and the manufacturing date. So kung meron din nakasulat doon na may license number from the FDA. Kaya importante din yan, hanapin din natin.
For those with hypertension and other comorbidities, the message advises them to consult their doctors first before purchasing medicines. For News 5, Marlene Alcaide, we are One News.
The president of the Philippine College of Physicians says that new Pfizer anti-COVID pills are effective in combating COVID-19 in its early days of infection. Speaking to 1PH, Dr. Maricar Limpin said that Paxlovid can reduce hospitalization and mortality rate by up to 89%. She added that it performs best when taken during the first 3 to 5 days of the illness.
Itong Paxlovid, hindi lang siya isang gamot, no? It is actually parang co-package, dalawang klase ng gamot ang naroroon sa naka-package na siya, na yung isang gamot ay yung para talaga sa antiviral against the COVID virus. May kasama siya na low dose para doon sa yung ginagamit na namin for HIV. Okay? So, itong naka-package na yan, parehas din binibigay, no? Parehas ang kanyang requirement, except na mukhang mas promising, no, ang nakita nating results kasi umaabot sa 89%, no, yung reduction ng hospitalization pati ng pagkamatay ng isang tao from COVID.
Laguna is scheduled to be put under alert level 3 starting tomorrow. This was confirmed by acting presidential spokesperson Carlo Nograles in a statement last night. Nograles said that the interagency task force approved the recommendation to escalate Laguna to alert level 3 due to the rising number of COVID-19 cases in the province. Laguna will be under alert level 3 until January 15. The DILG says punishment for unvaccinated persons found outside of their homes will depend on the ordinances passed by the respective LGUs. On One News's The Chiefs, Undersecretary Epimako Dinsing said only local government units can impose penalties on unvaccinated individuals for breaching these restrictions. He added that enforcers are only ordered to let unvaccinated persons go home.
The going out of the unvaccinated will create a health hazard, then pwede silang pauwiin. And in the absence of an ordinance, wala talagang penalty. That's why the ordinance is being fast-tracked by each local government unit in the National Capital Region so that a penalty can be imposed for those who violate or the unvaccinated going out and doing all other things other than procuring essential services.
Meanwhile, the League of Provinces of the Philippines believes it's reasonable for LGUs to penalize unvaccinated people who leave their homes amid the current surge in cases. The League's president and Marinduque Governor, Presbitero Velasco, believes that LGUs will determine fines depending on the COVID-19 situation in their area.
Nagbibigay lang naman ho kami ng mga fine, at yan ang kadalasan na pinapataw ng ating mga munisipyo, mga municipal government. Hindi naman po lalakpas ng 5,000. So, tingin naman po ay reasonable naman po yun.
Manix Abrera is the latest addition to the prestigious list of Filipino artists who were able to share their talent with DC Comics. MJ Marfori has the details.
Filipino comic geeks, sit tight. Comic Odyssey just released the most anticipated cover of its new Batman title, and it's drawn by none other than Pinoy comic book artist Manix Abrera. It is Abrera's first ever published DC Comics cover. He can just hope that this will open more doors for him. Abrera joins a growing list of Filipino artists who have lent their creative juices to DC Comics. Titled Batman the Knight #1, the issue delves deeper into the Dark Knight's origins. Its pre-order information will be posted soon by Comic Odyssey. From comics to music, Pinoy group SB19 and Ben and Bet have once again reached the global scene. This is after U.S. Secretary Anthony Blinken proudly shared the list of songs he listened to in 2021. SB19 and Ben Ben's version of Mapa is part of the list. Blinken revealed that he enjoys listening to the band. The song Mapa is one of SB19's hit songs in 2021. For News 5, MJ Marfori, we are One News.
Here's a quick look at some of today's headlines. One of the attendees of the controversial party in Makati says Poblacion girl Gwyneth Chua was not invited to their dinner the night that she breached her quarantine. The demand for self-testing kits is on the rise, but the health department says self-administered antigen tests have yet to be approved in the Philippines. And it's the end of an era as BlackBerry pulls the plug on its classic phones. And those are the top stories at this hour. Join us later at 10:45 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Just register for a free account at www.signalplay.com so you can stream One News live anytime and anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.